What up?
What's up, man?
You got the product?
Yeah, I got the product. You got the money?
Yeah, but let me see the product first. Oh,
Where's the money?
got it right here. Left a little something extra in there for you.
Yeah, man. Look at it.
Hot. It's hot. Ordering from a chef doesn't have to be so discreet. Download the authentic Chef to You app and get chef-prepared meals ordered straight to your door with the click of a button. Download today.
Yo, this is James Lights Out Tony, the one and only. You are tuning into Philly Fight World. You see me? BAM!
What's up, everybody? You back with another banger with me, with Sports Star 49 Meets with the Philly Fight World, and we're here with the knockout artist, the Ace Boo Coon, the Bull Matador, whatever the hell you want to call him. Just don't call him a loser, because that's damn sure what he ain't. Mr. Manny Rodriguez, and we're here. We're just gonna talk. You know how we're always here. We're gonna talk stories. We're gonna see who you want to fight next. We're gonna ask all types of questions. So, gentlemen, how are you feeling today?
Man, thank you for having me here, bro. I feel great.
Yeah,
we good.
You know,
We good. Good here.
Anxious to get back in the ring and
Mm-mm.
and yeah, bro, just working, nonstop work.
I mean, that's what it is. That's the game. That's the game. It's always the next one. What Tom Brady always say? What's your favorite Super Bowl? The next one.
Yes,
The next
sir.
one.
Especially in the boxing world, bro.
Yeah.
Contract, so we always want to see the next contract and the next contract and the next contract, right? So we can make it stop.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Well,
definitely.
I had the pleasure, of course, going to your last fight up in Newark last week.
Yeah.
You look good in that fight, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you for coming, bro. Just work hard, bro. I thought it was going to be a bigger challenge just because he was a veteran, and I've seen him. I've seen him fight numerous people, ex-world champions, and gave them a little bit of more competition. I don't even think he actually hit me with a punch in the face. So just me being so elusive and me being so quick and super strong towards him. Every time I hit him, I'll shake him up. Again, I'm hard on myself, so I was a little mad just because I wanted more challenge from him. But hey, I don't get paid for overtime, so I just went in there, did my job, and get out the ring. You're not even supposed to be in here with me, and that's it. That's how reality was.
That's definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
any part of that?
Go ahead, Sulu. Go ahead.
I know you were saying that the guy that hit you in the face in that fight did he hurt you or anything? But did you feel anything from him? Any power?
I don't even think he touched me to the face. I don't even think he touched me through the whole fight. Maybe he did caught me once or twice, but it wasn't like an actual landed straight to the face punch. It was more as a glaze. He did caught me with a good body shot. I threw a right hand. I think it was an overhand right hand. And he caught me with like a left uppercut. But again, I just felt strong mentally. I felt confident. There was no way I could lose that night. I just felt very strong, very fast, and mentally ready for anybody.
Definitely. Rassoul told me about it. He said, "You look, everything you just said. You were strong. You was confident. I mean, that's technically what the game is. You always got to think you're going to win every match. Otherwise, why would you do it? You know what I'm saying? But there's just those nights where you just felt like you're going to do everything right, and it just seems like that's what happened. You
Yes.
got the KO. I'm sure. I saw he sent because as soon as you won the fight, of course we talked. He told me what happened. Cool. He sent me the video. I checked it out, and I'm just watching it. I was like, now let me. Now you tell me if I'm right from what I saw. I saw he couldn't catch up to you. That's what I saw the whole time.
Yes.
I think he didn't anticipate how fast you were because when what I was looking at, he kept trying to play catch up. He kept trying to play catch up. He tried
Yeah.
to time what you were trying to do. Is that what you felt as well? What happened in there?
Yeah. So actually, I went in the first.
Mm.
I went in there in the first round, and I actually start measuring my distance because he's a southpaw. There's a second southpaw. I fight as a professional, so I was very cautious him being a southpaw. Plus, he's like a very he's a veteran, so he a greedy fighter. Very weird. He has like a weird style. So, I'm really just trying to measure him. But when I threw the first right hand and I caught him and I knocked him down because I caught him straight to the chin. I think from there I basically just mentally broke him down. Once he felt the power, I seen his eyes open up. And then every time he threw, he was just missing because I was dipping. I had very good waist movement that night, and my speed. It just intimidated him, and he was even scared to throw punches. Every time he'll throw them like halfway. He actually wasn't trying to overextend because he knew I was countering. So yeah, I think it was just that mentally I broke him down from the first round.
Yeah, it's definitely the same thing I saw there. It just seems he could not get in any type of rhythm at all. He was going to instead of being attacking, he was trying to be reactive, and he like you said, he was scared to overreach because he knew he was going to get counterpunted and possibly get put to sleep. Which eventually that's what happened anyway. But that's exactly what I saw.
Mhm. How going into that fight? How long was your camp?
So I'm very disciplined, bro. Like I every day. I'm a very disciplined fighter. If let's say I'm not in training camp, then I won't probably make it all 6 days out of the week. I'll probably go 5, the minimum 4 a week. But I stay sparring during the whole year, even if I'm not fighting. I stay in shape during the whole year. So I never like really left camp. I Now game plan wise, maybe 10 to 11 weeks. So I had a real good training camp. I did not know I was gonna fight him till like the 6th week, if I'm not mistaken. I did knew I was gonna fight a southpaw. Sorry about that. I did know I was gonna fight a southpaw. I just didn't know it was gonna be him. Till last moment, 6 weeks before. But yeah, I had a really good game plan, a really good training camp. So it was, if I'm not mistaken, 10, 11, maybe 12 weeks.
Definitely, is it? I mean, and when in your camps and in your trainings, like, what you mostly just focus on? You like, you go strength, or you just
It was a left hand on that chin. When he went down, I seen the power. I said, power wise, he's going to take over this fight. I knew that from that first knockdown. I said, this guy, he's pretty much gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty
And
strong for
basically,
100 pounds. Thank God. Everyone I spar with, I was training with Tevin Farmer for this camp. Sparring Tevin Farmer. So I'm sparring a former world champ that's soon about to be 2 times. So training with him, he actually had a fight the week before mine. So a right-handed around my same size. So we helped each other out for the whole training camp. We were sparring 10 rounds, 12 rounds. So again, man, I was just ready. And I know for my weight class, I hit strong. I'm a strong fighter. So basically it was just muscle memory, basically.
no doubt. I mean, you're Puerto Rican, right?
Yes, Puerto Rican.
Yep. So, So who did you model yourself after growing up? You know, who do you model yourself after? Everybody always has that image. I want to be like that guy. Who was yours?
You know what's crazy? Maybe I don't know. I don't see that my style. I have a Puerto Rican style. Um,
Mhm.
I grew up, you know, Shakur Stevenson. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. So being with Shakur Stevenson, with Vito Milnicki, all the little young guys, they was younger than me. Um, I always had a a black person style. Like my style always been, yeah, like my style always been an American style. Um,
Mhm.
even the way I fight, my swag towards walking in the ring and inside the ring, where I got my little, you know, my little shoulder roll, my Philly fight. So I got them little style. But yes, I am an aggressive fighter. Whenever I see blood, and I can say that that's where my Puerto Rican style come from. But my favorite fighter growing up, obviously, I don't want to say Tito Trinidad and all that because every Puerto Rican is gonna say that. I always love Hector Camacho. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I love this whole swag, his whole entertainment towards fight time. You can absolutely just every time I walk out into the ring, how I got all these different type of uniforms, and I always got a theme for everything, and I just
Mhm.
like the whole entertainment about boxing. I like their entertainment.
Man,
Yeah.
you just made me have some good memories when you said Hector Camacho. I remember, you know, my grandmother's passed now. She used to always tell me, "I'm gonna watch Hector Camacho's fight. I love watching me some Hector Camacho." And she loved watching that guy just for the same reason you said. He would come out in those outfits and he would just put on a show. And obviously, he was a good boxer. That's without said. But she really loved Camacho. So that's awesome. You said that.
My
Mhm.
favorite
Yeah,
boxer.
I think you fight like yeah. I think that the
Mm.
styles are similar. You
Yeah, I got
in
I
and
got
out with the
I
style.
got a little bit exactly. My in and outs, my footwork, my waist movement is a lot
Mhm.
towards them, but um, I can say a lot of you know, I got a little bit of everything because he wasn't as aggressive as I am, um,
Hmm.
but just that guy was just to me impeccable. He was just something else.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the
Definitely.
greats.
I want to ask this question for you. You know, I want to ask always the boring boxing question. I want to ask this stuff. What do you think about all of this crossover between the UFC and the boxing? And then let me hear your thoughts on the Francis fight. You know, with Anthony Joshua as well. What do you think about all of that?
Not only is a different sport, but there's levels to every sport, you know. That's like saying I'm a football player and I'm going into basketball. Now again, yes, it's a combat sport, but it's not the same. They train overall on different type of things, like you know, either
Mm.
jiu-jitsu, either wrestling, or they work on a lot of different things that most of the time they don't work on striking. And even if they do work on striking, that's cool. Like Anderson Silver, that's great. But level like boxing, you gotta level yourself up to the elite level. It's a different sport. That's like saying me as a boxer, I go into MMA. The the least MMA fighter is gonna trash me because I don't know nothing about kicking. I don't know nothing about wrestling. So it's just levels. Now, do I mind? No, I'm not a hater towards, let's say, MMA fighters crossing over or YouTubers, because at the end of the day, like let's say, I'm gonna put for example Jake Paul. He's doing his due diligence. He's
Mhm.
training every day. He's fighting what? That he's fighting other YouTubers. Well, guess what? And he's still fighting. That he's fighting bum fighters. Well, I mean, I think every boxer does when they start, right?
Right, right,
Every box. So th- he's just a big name, so he's just doing it on TV for millions of dollars. That's the only difference. But he's training every day, and he's actually helping out the boxing community, the boxers, and all these guys like an Amanda Serrano that never made more than $50,000 in a fight.
right.
He's making millions. You know, so I don't mind it. I really don't. Now, when they do talk shit, talking about some they the best and they could do this and just because I'm an MMA fighter, you're not. These are we're the real fighters and you guys are not. Now that's just more disrespect towards us. That I don't like. But beside that, y'all want to cross over? Go ahead, come. If UFC fighter want to come fight me, I'll be willing to.
He throwing them M's out there. He said, "I'll
Yes,
fight him."
sir.
He throwing them M's out there.
Long as that check right? Long as
Yes,
that money
sir.
right.
Yeah,
so so you kind of answered it without saying it. So I'll safe to say this: you weren't surprised by the result of the Anthony Joshua Francis fight, right? The knockout.
I wasn't. Now
Okay. Mm.
I wasn't expecting that knockout right away. That I can't lie to you guys and be like, oh yeah, I knew Anthony Joshua was gonna knock him out. Like, no, I
You
ain't.
never know.
Just because how
Mm.
Ngannou looked against Tyson Fury, I thought he was gonna
Mm.
stop better.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
style make fights, and I let this know that
Yeah.
style makes fight. Anthony Joshua knocked him out. Now Anthony Joshua could fight Tyson Fury, which I think Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight in the world, my personal opinion.
I'm with you.
Mhm.
And Tyson Fury would probably beat the shit out of Anthony Joshua, no problem. So style makes fight, and not only that, the way for what I seen, my personal opinion, you could tell Tyson Fury didn't even train a fight in Ngannou. He just went in there and fought him,
Right.
and that's it.
I
Right.
agree. I agree.
I think we all agree on that one.
Yes.
Mhm.
What do you? We talk about boxing. What do you think about? All right, me and Sully talk about this all the time, and we'll ask you. Um, do you think that everybody like you should always fight your best competition in your era? Because a lot of these times I'm seeing these guys are fighting each other 10, 15 years later instead of fighting them in their prime. Do you believe in that yourself, or are you just gonna go like, well, you're just gonna well, it's always about the money first and foremost. Let me not put that. If the money's right, fight the fight. I said, but do you believe you should fight all the best competition in your era?
Now, as a fan, yes.
Mm.
As a fighter and a manager, because I manage my own career. I work with
Mhm.
STP management, but I do all my contracts and everything.
Mm.
No.
Okay.
I'm explaining to you why. Look at all these old school fighters that now can't even talk.
Okay.
Because they used to fight everyone and we're in this sport to feed our family. We're not in this sport to please. Yes, you guys pay for the tickets
Right.
and
Pay
pay-per-views
per
and
views. Yeah.
yeah, we got to give you fight, but not like how people you let's just say for example Canelo, you should fight Benavidez, and then he fight Benavidez and beat him. Okay, now you should fight what's that 178 pound 175 pounder that's about to fight Bivol. um
Um,
Better BF.
better be, yeah.
Now you gotta go fight Better BF, and then Canelo be Better BF, and shit, now you gotta go all the way to heavyweight and fight Tyson Fury. And it's like you will never please no one, so it's like why fight every it's just it's hard to explain. Yes, money wise, but now it's also promoters included, and money sometimes don't mean nothing. So right now, like Terrence Crawford and Terrence
Hmm.
Crawford, they made the deal with a phone, but you know how many years that had to take place,
Mm.
and it was only because of promoter. It really wasn't even about money. It was just promoters. Bob Aaron, he had to leave. Bob Aaron, the contract had to finish just for him to fight Spence. So again, it's very difficult nowadays for you to fight just everyone the fans want you to fight. Because at the
Hmm.
end of the day, you could probably think they're the best fighters like in the era. And Crawford is one of the guys that showed and proved to everyone that Spence is not the best 147. So to fans, yes, maybe I could easily be like, I'm the best 118, and I could be fighting straight bums my whole career. And just because I'm knocking him out, I'm the best 118 in the world. But then I fight Inoue, let's just say, and he beats me easily. To you guys, it was like, oh no, yeah, Manny was the best. So why Inoue not fighting Manny? But now Inoue beat the shit out of me. It's like, oh wait, hold up, Manny wasn't the best. So it's all perspective of who's the best towards you, who's really the. It's a whole business to it. So it's very hard to even explain. His whole business to it. Now, again, for fans, yes, y'all gonna love watching the big fight. So y'all gonna want me to fight each and every fight every 6 months. Y'all gonna want to watch me fight the best, and then the this one was better than this one, and this one was better than the other one. So y'all gonna want me to fight all of them. But this is a sport for longevity. If you just fight the best and have a lot of mileage in your body, you ain't making it too long. You
Okay.
ain't making it too long.
No, I get that one. I just wanted to hear a boxer's perspective on that, honest perspective. And that was okay. I see it different now when you explain it that way.
Yeah. Again, it's a hit and miss. So, perfect example. You know it. Before they called him the monster, name me one fighter he fought. Before they called him the monster. I'm 118 pounds, even though he just went up to 122 and going on 126. But I was even in his division, and I don't know any one of the fighters he fought. Now, after he went to that tournament in Orlando, that world tournament he won, and knocked out Manny Rodriguez, the other guy that's named like me, and became champion at 118. He was the first name he beat, and then he beat Juan Carlos Payano, knocked him out in the first round. Once he beat them guys, now he's only fought 4 elite level fighters, and he got 20 fights. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So he ain't fight the top guys right away. It takes a process, and then when you do fight them, I think you should get like little rest, like Canelo be doing in between, because you got a lot of mileage.
The body right. Get that body right.
Canelo got so much mileage. He's been fighting top guys. That right now, even when he fight like a John Ryder, he looked very fucking bad because he's not letting body rest. Right. And he's only 33 years old. So again, it all depends. It all depends on I don't know. Me personally, me business wise, hell no. I ain't trying to fight top guys and top guys after top guys. Now again, give me a top guy, then you give me a normal guy, give me a top guy, give me a normal guy, and we go on from there.
All right, I got a question here. You said a lot of good names. Put you on the spot a little bit right here. Do you believe Crawford should fight Boots?
That's the only one that I think that could beat Crawford. Yes. Well, he got a chance to beat Crawford. Let me clear.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I just think they both there. It depends what Crawford comes in that day and what Boots come in that day. Now I got to see a little bit more of Boots, and when I mean a little bit more, I'm talking about in the elite level, because it's easy. Again, it's easy for us, especially me. I'm around the area, and I've seen Boots personally, so I know a little bit more from coaches around the environment and being around his gym. So I know a lot of stories that people around the world won't know. Zuli know, I know, So it's just inside the ring, everything changes when you in that elite level. So I gotta see that first. I want to see how his reaction is against a world class fighter when there's 20,000 people around you and them lights are burning on top of your head.
Ain't no running.
It's different. So it's Crawford been and done that.
Yeah.
And that experience, you don't know what will happen to you till you're there. That's the only thing I'm waiting on. And then I could give a fair answer if I think he could beat Crawford or not. to me, Crawford's one of my favorite fighters in this.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with Crawford right now, just because it's his experience and the top level guys he fought. But man, bro, Boost is.
You say he close? You
I'm,
right?
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you something that was just recently. This was Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. He fought. You ever sport? You ever seen that guy called Mac Truck? That
Yeah.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
Boost or Mac Truck?
Did he?
A heavyweight.
Oh,
Boost is
this
at
is
140.
recent.
It was Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, or Tuesday.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Wednesday. They don't spar Thursday, so they spar Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They do the opposite. I spar Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday. Man, that kid's 147 pounds, and that kid make all these heavyweights look like they fucking.
Mm.
That truck, I think, is
Yeah.
undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. Heavyweight
Yeah. He's
strong.
undefeated.
We
Yeah.
were literally just
Strong.
talking about Matt Truck not too long ago. We were just talking
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah.
Now again, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that he beat the shit out of. I don't talk on sparring. All I'm saying is he sparred Matt Truck and looked amazing. That's all
Right.
I'm saying.
And that's the stories I hear too. And that's unheard of when you have a welterweight 147 going in with heavyweights.
But he
And I
easily
hear
walks around. From my perspective, I don't know exactly. I haven't asked him. I know he spoke to me and he told me that he spoke to me in Chino and he said that he does walk around at a high weight. But the way I see it, we didn't ask more about it. But the way I see it, he walks around easily 190, 180 something pounds. He's huge. You see Boots face to face. He's a big boy. So maybe
yeah.
that's the reason why he fought these heavyweights and just look amazing, man. He just sharp. Overall sharp,
Yeah.
strong, sharp, good footwork,
Yeah.
waist movement is impeccable. Just real good. He's a real good fighter.
Yeah, I want to get you. Yeah, that's something me and Sully were talking about before because basically, the video that Sully sent me, Crawford pretty much called out Boots on the phone. They called him when Boots was asleep. It was a radio interview, wasn't it? Sully or
Yeah,
something like that. They called him.
Yeah, it
And
was with $1 million game with
Oh yeah,
Wallow and
with
Philly.
Wallow,
Yeah.
I seen it.
Yeah, and they caught. I guess they kind of caught Boots off guard because he sounded like he just woke up on the phone.
Yeah.
It was just they hit him. They hit him with the left. He wasn't really ready for it. It was just kind of like Crawford was like, calling him out, trying to big boy him on the phone. So I just want to hear your perspective. You think that fight should happen because we both think so too. So
It would, yeah. I believe it should. I believe it should. The reason why I believe it should is because, man, Boo's been asking for these big fights, and they just not giving it to him because they know it's a big risk. Now, if I'm in Crawford's shoes, I ain't taking it. I'm just not taking it. It don't make sense, business wise. Boost doesn't have a big name, and it's a big risk. So why would I fight this kid that's amazing and is not gonna get me paid because nobody know who he is yet? It's just too much of a risk, business wise. As a fan, fuck yeah, I want to watch that fight. And I'll probably buy a ticket wherever they fight at, and I want to go.
Because we gonna try to get that too. Definitely, hopefully, that'll get in the works or get in the process of it. It's like you said. You like to see Boots fight one more good fight and see if he can put himself up there, get himself his name up there, and hopefully they can work out some numbers wise in the fight. Because I think everybody in the boxing world would like to see that. But like you said, there's two sides to this. It's a business and it's boxing. So do they both mesh all the time? No.
It's sad, man. I wish boxing was like that. I wish boxing was like UFC.
Yeah.
Where UFC is just one company that put the best fighters to fight each other, and there's not 300 promoters and you got to secure a check and you basically in a union. We don't have none of that. So unfortunately, that's the reason why sometimes we have to decline fights. One, because of money. Two, because we don't have a union either. So ain't no way. I'm trying to feed my family. At the end of the day, I want to, and that's what I work for. But every pro fighter wants to be a pro fighter to feed their family. If not, we'll just stay in the amateurs and just fight for world titles in the amateurs, world championships, IBA and all that, and we'll just stay there and then just fight it out there. We just want to be champions. But we in the pro sport because we want to make money and feed our family. So unfortunately, that's we don't have that privilege. Basketball, football, baseball, all of them guys
Right.
have, you know.
Right, right. I know earlier you said that you managed yourself.
Yeah.
How was that side of boxing for you? The man, you're doing your own contracts and managing.
Yeah, so I got Carlos, STB management that helps me out. We working partners. I was his first fighter, so it was more a team that we just set up that I basically set up myself. Um,
Mm,
but yes, when it comes to the contracts, I'm the one that read them. I'm the one that negotiate the money, and basically my whole contract. Um, I had to learn the rough way, man. My first 10 fights, I didn't get paid not $1. I had to
yeah.
actually invest from my money. So I used to work just to pay fights and flights and things like that. Um,
Mm,
so it was a hard road, man. It wasn't easy. Um, Now thank God I'm getting, money I deserve. Fighting these local shows, I'm probably one of the guys that get paid the most.
mm.
Um, thank God.
Thank
From
God.
all the fighters around me that I hear, I hear their purses. I get paid almost a double of
Mm,
what they get paid. But that was all hard work, man. I just had to learn the rough way. It wasn't easy. Thank God I had Cornflake behind me. That Cornflake showed me the ins and outs before me even fighting at his shows. Um the whole business side of it and being able to meet all these different promoters and all these managers and me picking a brain. I think that's what helped me. I was just smart
yeah.
with it. I understood that this is a business more than a sport. And unfortunately, I never seen it that way coming in the boxing game. To me, it was more I fight, I'm gonna make my money till I build myself, and every time I fight and I win, I just get more money, more money, more money. So let's just keep winning. Not understanding that I actually have to make a name for myself first.
Mm, there
Um,
you go.
just how boxing is, bro. It's sad, but yeah, it's just basically that. I learned the hard way, and now I just do everything myself.
Well, definitely, you got a big following because all the fights I've been to, man, with you, with you fighting, hundreds of supporters, man, family, friends, man, and that's a beautiful thing, man, because you
Yeah,
got you got the fans, and and your family following you,
yeah,
and
man.
there's a number of that. How does that feel? I'm sure that's like a boost for you.
It felt good, man, because me growing up in an amateur game, I never had not one single person. My mom, I've been boxing since I'm 10 years old, and my
Mm,
mom never went to a boxing event of mine.
Mm.
I was that kid that I used to go to the fights and I used to hear everyone else beside my people. I didn't have no one there. So I was always like the B side fighter going into fights, into tournaments, because I just didn't have no one. Unfortunately, um, and even while my pro career was starting, I couldn't even sell 20 tickets.
mm,
Um, I think it was more just me promoting myself in social media and posting every day a video, posting a picture, and doing this. And then when I catch a knockout or a win, I'll post it and just keep messing with my social media, messing with it till I had 9 fights. I'm sorry, I had 8. And my ninth fight, I was gonna fight for the NBA title, the my first belt. And I posted, I'm actually fighting home, blah 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 blah. And I'm sorry. Before that, I was supposed to fight in Atlantic City on a hard hitting promotion show. And that was my first time fighting back in New Jersey. never, if I'm not mistaken, I think I never fought in New Jersey, or maybe once before. And I posted, and I sold like $11,000 worth of tickets in a matter of like 2 days. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm getting love. My fight got canceled. So when my fight got canceled, I gave everybody their money back. And Cornflake was trying to make an event in New Jersey, and and we were speaking, and he was like, "Yo, I'd like to have you in the show. I heard you was about to sell like 11, so I'm like, bro, I promise you, I'll sell more than $20,000 worth of tickets if you have me in that show." Just because, again, I was my own manager, so I had to try to find these fights and try to negotiate. I negotiated that contract, so I'm like, look, just so you could be secure, just give me this amount and we do this and just give me this amount for percentage, and I bet you I'm gonna sell a lot of tickets because I'm gonna have that amount of percentage. You like, deal, you be the main event if you sell more than such and such. In 3 days I sold more than $20,000 in 3 days. And he was like,
dope.
Wow, that's when he believed. He was like, wow. And history after that, I just thank God I got all the support and everyone just showing me love, man. And like you seen, I also do too. That's why when I come out the ring, I take pictures with every single person. All the commissioners be bothering me. No, you gotta go to the locker. You gotta check the doctor. I'm healthy. I don't need no one to check me. I gotta take pictures with every single person that wants one with me.
Show love, right?
I stay a whole hour, maybe a little bit more, just taking pictures with everyone that came to see me and bought a ticket from me.
Yeah, and I was impressed by it. I seen that firsthand. I said, "Wow, he's still here." And like you said, everyone who wanted to take a picture, man, he sat right there, Blake. He was taking pictures with everyone until it was empty, until that last person left.
Yes.
You know who that reminds me of? You know who does that too? Mike Evans. He will stay after practice for hours till the very end and take pictures with everybody's kid, take it with everybody there. They have to literally pull him off the practice field. So he would to the back of the locker room. He does the same exact thing.
I mean, it's a blessing to have this for the rest of our life. I like that feeling. I just like, not only with adults, but just like seeing people, more kids, just look up to me and they want to take a picture of Phelps and all them. I just like it, man. It just is. It's not. I don't just do it just because I want you to buy my next ticket for the fight. I do it because I like it. It makes me feel good, man. I didn't have that growing up. I didn't watch a fighter or none of that. So it's like, man, I love the feeling of it. It's gonna go away one day when I retire.
It's not forever, right?
I take advantage of it now,
Right.
Great. Yep.
So speaking of that, we talked about all these other fighters taking advantage of it. Who do you want to fight next? Who do you want to see next?
So listen, I think I'm fighting June 8th. You guys are the first one to know. I'm fighting June 8th in Atlantic City. I should be fighting for the WBA Intercontinental. That's gonna put me in the top 4, top 3. So by November, December, I will be fighting for the WBA World Champion. So yeah, hopefully Takumi know it. I would love to beat the shit out of his brother.
Whoa.
Yes. So
that's on the horizon, huh?
He's gonna get this work, or they also named me another guy named Daigo Iga, WBA World Champion. Because if I'm not mistaken, Takumi No will be unifying against Nakatani for the WBA champion. So if
that's the Godzilla guy, ain't it?
Huh?
What do they call him? The Godzilla, something like that?
Yes, that's that guy right there. So he'll be fighting Nakatani and he'll be unifying. So in the WBA, if you unify, you become super automatically, super champion, WBA super. So that the WBA normal world title will be vacant. So I will be fighting Daigo Iga, or most likely, or I don't know if I'll be fighting Antonio Vargas. But man, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't care who I fight. I just want that world title opportunity, and I'm gonna try to take advantage of it and bring that to Jersey.
No doubt, no doubt. Okay, we appreciate that. We appreciate that sneak peek coming up, and we're looking forward to checking that out. You said if it's June 8th, I'm gonna try to get out to that one.
Yeah, that's the
Mm.
WBA
Yep.
Intercontinental. That one, I don't know who that opponent yet. They did name a person Parejo, John
Mm-hmm.
Fresh Parejo. He was a former world champion, had 100
Arrayo.
pounds and 122. Um, he's Venezuelan. He fought Brandon Figueroa and all these top guys.
Oh,
I
okay. Yeah, he's been around.
something and I think like 5 losses, something like that. John Frez. His name is John
Mm-hmm.
Frez. So maybe I'm fighting him for the WBA Intercontinental. I'm still not sure. But I don't. Again, I'm gonna just do my job, just try to get ready for anyone that's in my way.
That's good.
No
We're
doubt.
looking forward. We'll be looking forward to that one
Yeah, man.
in June, and then on to the big one in November. You saying?
In November, hopefully November, December. Let's see.
That's good.
November,
That's
December.
good.
And where do you know where that location is going to be in the November one?
Japan.
Did you say that? The Japan?
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
right.
he doesn't travel out of Japan, does he? The
Oh,
fight,
that's
the
right.
fight. That's one thing about him. All his
Yeah.
fights been over there.
Listen, I don't mind. In a way, I'm like, oh man, it's a little weird because why do he always want to fight in Japan? Like, is he doing like he
Yeah.
doing? But that's where the money at in our weight class. So if I have to,
Mhm.
if it is what it is, I'll have to do it.
So if he's Godzilla, does that make you King Kong?
Shit. Oh no, but you talking about, no. You talking about Naoya Inoue?
Yeah.
No, I'm not him. He's 122.
Mm.
I'm talking about
Okay.
him.
Gotcha. Yeah. Who's that? 118, I think he
One
is.
because
Yeah.
Naoya Inoue, the monster, he's fighting Luis Neri at 122. And if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken, he'll probably do one more at 122. He's going up to 126 from what I heard.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
it won't be him. It'll be maybe his brother, if his brother still haven't unified, Takumi Inoue, or Daigo Iga. He's also another Japanese fighter from over there.
Mhm.
And it's
That's
like you said.
And like you said, that
I'm, that's what I'm thinking. That's still not, none of that is guaranteed yet.
right, right.
Yeah, I guess we just have to wait and see. But first and foremost, we're looking forward to the June 8th fight.
Thank you, man.
Yep, looking forward to that. We'll get you
Mhm.
some more stories. Hopefully, we can catch up with you,
Yes.
and we could talk about what your thoughts was in the fight and who your next opponent is, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's been awesome talking to you, sharing these stories and things like that. And hopefully, we can do some more.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me here. And I'm always here whenever you guys need me, and it's a blessing to be here with you guys.
Yeah, it's a
Any
pleasure.
a-
Definitely a
any
pleasure,
final
man.
any final thoughts there, Sully?
I think, hey, man, I'm just happy. I got the chance again to see you, Manny, in live in person,
Hmm.
putting in work, taking care of business. And I'm just excited for you, man, and your family, your friends, just for the future, man. I just, I'm praying that you to continue, stay healthy, and get those wins, man. And like I said, take care of your family. Like I said, I know you got your children, your son. I see you all the time posting on social media with. And it's just a beautiful thing, man. To see your family and all your friends together, man. It's you're a good guy, man, and I'm glad to see a good guy, you know, winning,
Thank
man.
you.
Because yeah, not a problem, man. Like I said, it was a pleasure seeing you. Like I said,
Likewise.
thank you for coming to speaking to us, man. We appreciate you.
Ah, man, anytime, bro. Now, I hope to see you there June 8th. It's right here in Atlantic City,
Yeah,
so you know that far.
I got to
yeah.
fly up.
I will. I'll be
Yeah,
there. You gotta come up, Blake.
yeah.
Yeah,
It ain't
June
that.
8th.
I think a
I'm
ticket
about to
from
look at my schedule
Florida
right now.
is cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm about to look at my
So I
schedule right now.
I'll get you the pass to there. So you could go in there and get you passes, so you could come and y'all can come to the locker room and do interviews and just record, do whatever y'all want.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Yeah,
you.
we appreciate that, and I'm definitely gonna look at that schedule as soon as we finish this.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
but we'll end this as I always do. I'm Blake Anthony. This is Sully. This is the future champ, Mr. Manny Rodriguez. And we'll end this as we always do. You're the master of everything. What you do with your life, what you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you guys. God bless, and always Viva la Puerto Rico. See you next time.